In this video of Florida Man Math, we'll be evaluating the following limit. Limit as x approaches pi of cosine of x plus sine of 2x plus 1 all over x squared minus pi squared. So when you're just starting out with this limit, you want to basically just plug in whatever the limiting variable is approaching. So let's just plug in pi and see what we get. So we'll start off with cosine of pi plus sine of 2 pi plus 1 in the numerator, all over pi squared minus pi squared. So evaluating this, cosine of pi, just to recall a sketch of cosine, over a period of 2 pi, the cosine curve goes between 1 and -1 and back up. So cosine looks like this. And the sine curve is basically complementary in the sense that it also has period 2 pi and is just a phase shift. So for a cosine of pi, we're looking at this value here, that's -1, plus sine of 2 pi, that's going to be this value, so that's 0, plus 1 comes along for the ride. Pi squared minus pi squared just cancels out, leaves us with 0 in the denominator, and we can see that the numerator also annihilates itself with -1 canceling +1, so altogether we're left with 0 over 0. This is known as an indeterminate form, so we basically have to start over and apply L'Hopital's rule. So let's do that. One way to indicate that might be using this notation, like a circle L over the equals. And what you do is write out your limit again. X approaches pi. And now we indicate that we're taking a derivative of the numerator proper. So everything is just going inside this derivative operator, and it's being divided by the derivative proper of the denominator. And what I mean by derivative proper is in the sense that we're not using quotient rule on the entire thing. We're literally dividing the derivative of this by the derivative of that. So, performing these derivatives, we have derivative with respect to x of cosine of x is negative sine of x, plus this will be 2 cosine of 2x, and +1 goes to 0, so we're done with the derivative proper of the numerator. And now we look at the derivative of the denominator. This will be 2x, and minus pi squared is still a constant, so that's basically just 0. Now we just have to plug in pi, basically doing that evaluation again. So let's see what this approaches. Negative of sine of pi plus 2 cosine of 2 pi all over 2 pi. So negative sine of pi is the negative of this value. So that's negative of 0, so that's just 0, plus 2 cosine of 2 pi. Cosine of 2 pi is 1, so multiplied by 2 leaves you with 2, all over 2 pi. This boils down to 2 over 2 pi, cancels, and we're left with 1 over pi. So our final answer is 1 over pi. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing to Florida Man Math, and as always, thank you for watching.